Hey folks, JD here, and today we've got a comparison. This comparison video is to do with the Syma X20 and the Syma X21. So as you can see just off the bat, look at the size difference. Quite incredible. So a couple of things just to go into with these quadcopters. Both of these are the non-camera versions. Both of them have altitude hold. Both of them do 3D flips. Both of them have multiple speed modes. So I thought it would be good, as the X21 is the newer version of the X20. I thought it would be good to do a little comparison video and see how they do. I think, to be honest with you, they're going to be quite fairly matched. There is a little bit of a difference in the X21, but we'll have to see exactly what difference that is. Now, the transmitters, the X20 transmitter is in my left and the X21 is in my right. So as you can see, there's a hell of a difference there, a complete difference. Obviously you can see the stylings are sort of the same, but more to the point, the X20 is very sort of pocket sized. You could fit that in a bag without any issue, whereas the X21 is rather a lot like the larger Syma quadcopters. But both of them are tremendous transmitters and they work really well, have a great long range and are really easy to control the quadcopters with. So with that, let's take her up. Right, first of all, let's do the X20, because I haven't flown this in a little while and I just want to refresh my memory, as I've flown the X21 quite recently. So let's turn this on. Single up and down there binds, so as you can see there's a solid light on the transmitter, and we've got solid LEDs on the X20 as well. Right then, let's take her up. So we've got automatic start with this, so click both the shoulder buttons and then you should hear a beep and up she goes. So straight off the bat you can see this little guy is really enthusiastic to just go for it. Oh, look at him though, it's so good. Okay, right then. So yeah, we're just going to fly this guy a little around for a little bit, and then we're going to fly the X21 around a bit. Now this guy is almost it's extremely easy to do almost anything with, whether it be 3D flips, whether it be flying around the place. Oh, this guy is just so good. But there are a couple of really noticeable differences between this and the X21, most definitely. One of them, I think, and one of them which stands out really clear to myself, is the fact that the X21 on speed mode 1 is so much quicker, so much faster. But speed isn't everything with drones. If you've got a terrible flying drone, it doesn't matter how fast you're going to go, it's always going to fly terribly, whereas this thing just flies incredibly well. So, but also having a quadcopter which is as good to fly as this and flies as well as this can really make a hell of a difference when if you do get into any sticky situations. It can often get yourself out, because it just flies so incredibly well. I mean, look at it go. Alright, we've flown this guy around enough, I think. Time, I think, to bring out the X21. Alright, fella. Let's land you automatically. Oh, that was a bit of a bumpy landing. Okay, that was the X20. Let's look at the X21. Okay, so likewise, let's pop on the X21, and then let's bind to the quadcopter, and as you can see now, all lights are, all LEDs are solid. We've got the one shoulder button here. We push this once and up it'll go. Straight away you can notice that it's a different animal, totally different animal. It sounds different. Speed mode 1 is a lot quicker. Look at it go. Okay, I'm just feathering it for a second up and down, so if you're wondering why it's bouncing a little bit, as we've got some quite bad crosswinds here today, and so I'm just trying to keep it at a level place. Let's increase speed though. Speed mode 2. Oh, look at it go. Beautiful. Does sound a little bit more angry. A lot like whereas the X20 just sounds like a bag of wasps. Or, you know, bag of muted wasps. This sounds like a more mature bag of muted wasps. And it flies around without any issue. Look at it go. And then back to speed mode 1. And off he goes. Let's bring you down a bit, fella. You're getting a little bit too carried away here. Okay, back into speed mode 2. It doesn't matter how you try to fly this, whether it's circles, squares, zigzags, or if you just want to fly back and forth, it will fly without any issues. Beautiful, really nice. Having speed mode 2 really does give you a hell of a difference, especially when you consider that speed mode 1, with this little 8-mile-an-hour breeze that we've got here today, kind of the quadcopter was like, oh, I don't know, I can cut through it, but it's just going to take me a little while extra. Whereas speed mode 2, it's like, yeah, no problem, we'll just cut through that. Back to speed mode 1, and then once again, just no problems at all. A little bit slower in its when it comes back, but obviously, as I say, we do have a little breeze here today. Let's take him back into speed mode 2. Quadcopter dips, speed increases, no problems. Oh, just so good to fly these. Fly some nano quadcopters that really just listen to every instruction that you give them on the transmitter. Oh, now we've got those battery lights are flashing. Okay, let's bring him back then. Let's bring him back. Okay, let's automatically land him like we did with the other guy. Now, the other guy just kind of fell out the air, whereas this, look at this. This is a proper little landing. Oh, stop feathering. There we go, and it lands. Didn't need any instruction from me whatsoever. Alright, let's take them back and get a verdict on them both. Alright, so thoughts on these two guys. Well, I'll start off with the X20. X20 was great first incarnation of these particular drones. Flies really well. Just, you know, it's just a great little nanocopter. You know, you can't really say anything else about it. It charges directly from the back, the little micro USB plug, which is great. Rather than it having its own sort of proprietary plug, you can just use any particular micro USB, just plug it in and charge it up. It really is that good. Now, when it comes to automatically landing him, you can see he wasn't that refined. I don't know if that's just because this guy's getting on a little bit now, but he got down to a certain altitude and then just kind of fell out of the air, which is a little bit of a shame. But still, automatic takeoff was great, altitude hold worked brilliantly, and he flew around without any issues whatsoever. Now the X21 is slightly more refined. Obviously they have sort of honed in on a couple of issues, I believe, that they had with the X20, including automatic landing. And as you saw, automatic landing was, you know, just a breeze. There was no trouble with that whatsoever. Again, altitude hold barometer works really well. Now this one's slightly different. There is a battery in the back, which does require you to charge it via a proprietary plug. Something I think that they shouldn't have done away with from the X20. I think they should have kept it. I think more than anything, it's just convenience, if nothing else. But that said, again, a great quadcopter, a little bit larger than its than the X20, but still two fantastic quads. Honestly, if I was going to recommend any of them, I recommend them both, but just because there is a new one out, go for the X21, most definitely. Just because it's got all those little refinements to it, it's got a nicer transmitter, and obviously it's a little bit larger. So there we have it, folks. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.